Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Build and Automate. I'm Vijay Daswani and today I'm going to talk about GenAI. GenAI is becoming part of our daily life. Whether we write emails, summarizing long documents, fixing our code, planning our trips, or learn something new, we use ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Claude a lot these days. Today, we are going to understand what is Gen AI, what is LLM, and then we will write a simple AI agent which can generate Dockerfile based on the code, just to showcase how it can make our life easy. Let's first understand what is Gen AI. Generative AI that can create new content, text, code, images, audio, video, anything. Traditional AI used to classify or detect, but GenAI generates. GenAI goes a step further and says, here's your paragraph, here's the images based on your prompt. When you ask an AI model, it's not searching on the internet. It's generating a brand new answer based on the pattern it has learned from massive data sets. That's GenAI. To make this possible, we rely heavily on LLMs, large language model. Is basically a huge neural network trained on massive amount of text, code, images. During the training, it sees sentence, document, code, files, and learns patterns in the language, how sentences are structured, how code is written and organized, which word and symbol usually go together. LLM does one thing really well. It predicts the next token based on everything it has seen so far. And by predicting next token again and again, it can generate full sentence, paragraph, program, explanation, all that from the simple code idea. How LLM works. LLM don't actually understand words like human do. They work with tokens. A token is a small chunk of text. It could be a whole word, part of word, punctuation. For example, hello world. So might be split into HEL, world. Each token is then converted into numbers. So for the model, a sentence is basically a sequence of numbers. Everything it does, understanding, reasoning, generating, happens on top of these tokens. Once we have these tokens, the model still needs to understand the meaning of it. That's where embedding comes in. An embedding is basically a vector, a list of numbers that represents a token in a way that captures meaning. These embeddings flow through transformer layers, each layer applying self-attention and transformations. Transformers are very good at these relationships and can handle long context, which is why they work so well for both language and the code. Modern LLMs are built on an architecture called a transformer. The model then predicts the next token, it appends the token and repeats the process to build the full answer. Let's build our agent which can generate Dockerfile based on the code. Before we write our actual code, let's understand what we are building with a flowchart. User will provide code files to code analyzer which will detect language and framework and then pass to prompt builder for generating the prompt for our LLM to generate our Dockerfile, which will be then returned to user. For this, we will be using OpenAI API and we will be generating the OpenAI API key so that we can use that in our code. And we will be using GPT 5.1 model. Let's generate OpenAI API key and call it BA choose project. Now we need to copy this and pass it to the code via environment variable. Now that we have the key, let's export it. We have the environment variable set. Let's start with the code. Let's start by importing the libraries and create the client and pass OpenAI API key to it. We will verify OpenAI API key with first four characters and last four characters. Now let's create a read code method which basically look for the extension, whether it is Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Go or Java. So we will read one of the extension and read the file with up to 800 characters, um, and join all the files up to 6000 character. This will keep the prompt short, and it will be enough for LLM to understand the code. Now let's return the stack, whether it is Flask or Fast API, and it will assume that it is a Python web app. It will look for the keyword in the files. If it gets Express, it will treat it as a Node.js app. Um, Same with the Spring. Now let's create prompt. Generate a production ready Dockerfile, and we'll pass the stat here, and we ask model specifically do not invent any files other than Dockerfile. Now we pass code to it. Now we have the prompt ready. Let's create the Dockerfile by calling check completion API, and we'll pass the model GPT 5.1, and temperature we'll set it to 0.2. Temperature basically defines how your model is going to be, whether it is creative or random, or it will be uh, consistent with minimal things. So we'll just set the temperature value to 0.2 to make it consistent and focused. Let's now create run method, which basically prompt user to enter the project directory, and then will be calling read code method, and then stack detect set method. Then in the last we will call check completion API. It will output the file as dockerfile.ai in that specific folder which we pass. So yeah. Now let's call the run method. Now that our code is ready, let's run it. I also have some sample Java code, Node.js, Python, Fast API, and Flask. Let's run it and see how it works. None of the folder has Dockerfile, and now we will be generating the Dockerfile with the help of OpenAI. This will generate the Dockerfile in this folder like this. So it detected that it is Maven app Java, and it created the Dockerfile, and also in such a way that first it pulled the JDK base image and then JRE. So it has built the production ready Dockerfile using multi-stage Docker build. Now let's try it for Node.js. Here it is. Again, same, it has built for production, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys.